reaching far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 like a Hellcat.
Good morning! Hello Wolfman, how are you? I was just sorting out something on the other screen. That's why I hadn't quite started yet. How are you doing? Good morning. Switch on over to creative. There we are. It's quite sunny today. We're working on our next Pokemon. My daughter didn't go to bed till 10 o'clock, so practically the same time as me. I may have even fallen asleep a little bit before her. But her dad said he came up and we were both just asleep. So unfortunately, I didn't have a chance to go through any of my yarn, see if I had the stuff to make a sink. So So we're going to start Flareon today. It's basically the same pattern as Eevee, which I was actually going to grab to show you. Wherever she is. Eevee! Where are you? There she is. So the base pattern is the same as Eevee, except it's got, hang on, I need to sort my camera out because it's doing crazy things. It suddenly got really sunny. Hi Jay, I pronounced your name really well yesterday, I feel like. Now I can't say it. Jay Bloido? Jay Bloido? What is wrong with my mouth? I can't speak. I apologise. Good morning. How are you doing? Can I call you Jay? I pronounced it so well yesterday. I was just like, boom. Today, nope, it's not happening. Here's a good morning hug. Thank you very much, Wolfman. It's been a stressful morning. What is it that's setting it? There we go. I think it was the exposure. Right, now we're a good colour. There we go. Joe Blodo. Joe Blodo. I'm sure I said that yesterday. Perfectly fine. Thank you. I'm sorry. I butcher names. It's a thing. I'm sorry. Thank you for letting me know though. Yeah, basically the Flareon pattern is the same as the Eevee, except it's got extra floof here. Which, I mean, more floof the better, right? And it's in this kind of orange colour. So I did grab... I'll put you there, Eevee. How are you doing anyway? Good morning. How are you? My hair's in a like side plait, but it's all fallen out. It's annoying me. Yeah, I did grab the same colour orange as Charmander because on the pattern it says orangey red. When I had a look online, some of the Flareons looked more reddy with like yellowy fur, and then others looked more paler, so they were kind of orange with like ivory coloured fur. So we're kind of gonna do a little mix. So we're gonna do kind of ivory coloured fur. That's what we used here. This isn't white. This is kind of like off-white. So we're gonna use that. But I did grab this, which is the same that we used Charmander. But then I remembered that I have this, which is a more reddy orange. So we're gonna use the reddy orange. So I have no other use for it apart from it's going in a blanket I'm making using scraps. But yes, how are you all? You have a good rest of your day yesterday. I literally spent the rest of the afternoon playing RuneScape because Tiny Paws got me hyped for it, and I was like, oh, kind of like Eevee but with a flame tail. Yes, exactly. Different colours and a bit of floof on the top. Why did Anakin Skywalker across the road to get to the dark side? We also have a new joke today because I remembered to do it because, you know, I'm becoming more organised. Yay! Why is a bee's hair always sticky? Because it uses a honeycomb. But I know you're all secretly chuckling at my terrible joke. There we go. I'm just... Oh. Of course my Discord's frozen. I mean, why wouldn't it? Not like I needed it or anything. I watched a bit more of E3 last night. I watched Ubisoft's presentation. Was pretty interesting. There wasn't really anything on it that I was too excited about. I don't really play like car games and bike games like Trials and The Crew 2. What else was there on there? I can't remember. There's a couple of other ones that aren't really my thing, so I wasn't too. Nothing for me to get excited about anyway. Yes, the image is from Pokemon Go. I just grabbed it off Google, but it said on it, it was like Pokemon Go. Square was interesting, so was Sony. Oh, I missed Square Enix's. But they didn't announce another Final Fantasy, did they? I haven't heard anything about it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and Sony's. I didn't see theirs either. I did not see theirs. Another Dragon Quest coming. Ooh, I've never played Dragon Quest, but I've heard about it. That might be something to try. Increase in all 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when I do my magic ring, it says to do 6 stitches, but I always do 7 because that first one can be such a pain in the bum to get into. So I just make it easier for myself. 11th installment. Wow. That's cool. I didn't, let me look. Excuse me. Dragon. I've heard of it, but I've never played it. They're bringing out Kingdom Hearts 3, which is another one that I've heard a lot about, but I've never played. That one looked quite interesting. Ooh. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, 11. Oh my god. Very cool. Is there anything in particular that you're looking forward to, you're excited for? From the limited ones that I've watched, I think I'm excited for... I've not played any Fallouts, but I want to, so I'm quite excited for Fallout 76. I like watching other people play Fallout. I think I mentioned this yesterday. I've never played Fallout myself, but I do enjoy watching other people stream it, so I'm looking forward to that. And the new Elder Scrolls I think would be quite interesting. There was a couple of others, but I can't remember. Cyberpunk, I think. I wasn't too bothered about that one, but my boyfriend is quite excited for that one. Yeah, not too much really yet. Although I haven't seen all of it, like I've missed a lot. A lot. The new Last of Us. I think I saw someone stream that. Is that what Poppy streamed? He streamed The Last of Us. I think he may have streamed The Last of Us. 1, 2. Was it The Last of Us? I don't know, I'm getting myself confused. Sorry. I have a terrible memory, so not the best. But there's Beyond Good and Evil 2. That looked quite interesting. I never played the first one, but that looked pretty cool. The new Ori and the Will of the Wisps. That looks pretty cool. Again, never played Ori and the Blind Forest, but it looks like an amazing game. It's on my Steam wish list. At the moment, I think it's like half price actually, so might pick that up and play it. It looks like a fun, really cute game. So I'm looking forward to that. The ones I'm looking forward to are, although they probably wouldn't have been announced at E3, but I know they're coming. The two games that I'm actually looking forward to are 2 Point Hospital, which is like the remake of Theme Hospital, which I'm so excited for. I love Theme Hospital so much. We played Theme Hospital on stream a little while ago, and it was so much fun. And so I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm looking forward to a game that was initially called Spellbound. People were like nicknaming it Spellbound, but I think it's actually going to be it's like Witchbrook something, and it's kind of like if Stardew Valley fell into like the Harry Potter universe. It's like wizards, and there's like a wizard school, I think. You become a little witch, and you have like the town to go around. And it's made by the same people who made Stardew Valley. Well, not Concerned Ape, but it's done by the same publishers, so it's Chucklefish. But it looks so good, and I can't wait for that. I'm very excited for that. So put 1, 2, and then 2 singles, and then an increase. The new Assassin's Creed sounds sweet. Yeah, I didn't realise when I was watching the trailer thing for it that it was Assassin's Creed until after. Obviously when it popped up saying Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And that looked pretty cool. I played, I think it's the first and second one on the Xbox. And I enjoyed those. So that one looked pretty cool. 1 increase, 1, 2, increase. I have an Origins account. I want to play Cats and Dogs, but that'll cost another $40 American. Oh god. Wasn't there a big sale on all the Sims stuff recently? I saw someone put it up on Twitter that there was a big Sims sale. I own the Sims 1 complete collection, which is very dear to my heart. I own Sims 2, and I think in Sims 2 I have quite a lot of expansion packs for that I own, like the disc versions of. I still have those. And then I have Sims 3. I never got Sims 4, but I love the Sims. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yeah. Don't worry. I can't speak, let alone spell, so it's all good. Yeah, the Greek is like a Greek Assassin's Creed. It does. Oh, the yeah, it was that one. Where you're in Greece. It looks really cool. That's Odyssey, yeah. When it was like, oh, you get like this broken, it's like part of a broken spear or part of a broken sword from like your family lineage, like your father or something, and it can do these like special moves or whatever, and then it showed you like the character that you would play like just kick this guy miles off this cliff. It was amazing. It was really good. Like, yes, I want to do that. Autocorrect is real today. I feel like I've got, like, my brain needs an autocorrect because I'm just like blah 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 blah. My bike can't stand alone because it's too tired. It's late your time anyway. Don't worry. I can't spell whether it's early, late, any kind of time. Usually can't speak either, which is not great when you're a streamer, really. Kind of need to be able to speak. You may hear the sounds of a bin lorry, so apologies. They are doing their bins today, and I've got the back door open because it's ever so hot, although I've got another door shut, so you shouldn't hear too much, but just in case. So we're doing an increase and then single crochet 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 a.m. Oh my god, it's 10 a.m. here. I started the stream a little bit later. Normally, I like to... I used to start at 9, but I was always late. So, I start now at past. But days like today where I have to go to the shop, I normally end up being a bit later, so we started a little bit later today. And that's why when the timer went down I didn't start straight away, because I was trying to get all the stuff done ready for the stream. Oh my god, you guys need to go to bed. Go to sleep. It's 10 a.m. here and I'm tired. And I went to bed at like 10 last night. 1, 2, 3. Kiddo decided to be difficult this morning. She didn't want to get out of bed. Which is fair enough, but she did go to bed late. So we were rushing and running to make sure we got to school on time, which is never fun because then I get stressed. And usually when that happens, I'll cancel stream because I don't like streaming when I'm like, I've had a bad morning, and I'll just kind of tidy the house up and calm down and then sit and play some games or something. But I thought, no. Your streams have been so disruptive recently, it's ridiculous. You need to just get on with it. Suck it up. Ooh. Right, 6 is single crochet 2. She's not even a teenager yet, but you'd think she is the way she carries on. 2, increase, and then 4. Nebraska, Omaha, land of the mighty corn and home of the Huskers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a funny feeling it's going to rain today. We're meant to be getting some rain sometime this week, although the sky looks quite nice. We're meant to be getting some rain. It's super, super hot. So we could do with a little thunderstorm to kind of clear the air a bit. My weather thing doesn't tell me how humid it is. Well, it says there's a 0% chance of rain today. Need some rain. That's on the cusp of mountain and central. Had a huge storm there yesterday. Oh, that's what we need. A bit of a thunderstorm, I think. It's getting a bit humid. I've tried to really enjoy the sun. Winter's my favourite time of year, but I've really tried to enjoy the sunshine. 3, 4, as much as I can. But it just gets humid after it's been like, you know, a couple of days, a week or so. It gets really humid and you just need that storm to kind of clear the air a bit. And I love thunderstorms. My mum used to get me up when I was a kid. She'd, if it wasn't too late, she'd wake us up and we'd sit together and watch a thunderstorm. And I think that's why I love them so much. I love just sitting and watching them and the lightning and everything. Definitely do with one. Stormed hard. Afterwards the sky was a yellow gold. Oh wow. I bet that was cool. Well, I hope everyone's safe. They're fun to watch, but they can be dangerous, so I hope you're all safe. Yeah, someone was explaining the American time zones to me because I said it's funny. It's funny to me because I forget how tiny England is, and we just obviously have like one time zone. It's like places like Australia and America have like time zones within their own country. Does Australia? Maybe Australia doesn't. Maybe it does. I can't remember. But yeah, I know America does. Places like Russia, oh my goodness, the time zones they must have. It's crazy. Right, so now we just need to do 7, 8, 9, 10, 4 rows of just single crochet all the way around. I've nearly done the head already. I'm going fast at these. Followed by a bunch of transformers blowing up. Oh, see, that's not the... Watching the storm is usually the fun bit. It's the disruption and destruction and all the other bits that's not so nice. But I hope everyone's okay and you weren't like left without power or anything. Thankfully that doesn't tend to happen here. Although apparently we had an earthquake. Not quite where I am, a bit further down the country. Apparently there was like a 3.9 earthquake, which is not something that we have very often at all. And if we do, they're only tiny, tiny things. you get like one chimney that falls off someone's roof. That's about it. We don't get things like, you know, we don't get hurricanes and tornadoes or anything like that, thankfully. Do, 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 do. It was either that or a firework. Oh god. You just saw the sparks. Oh. See, this is when I find crochet really relaxing. I'm just doing the same stitch over and over, in a round, not having to think about it because I don't need to increase or decrease or anything. And it's also a pattern that I've done multiple times. Because the base pattern for the heads, the bodies, the legs and the arms are pretty much all the same. It's relaxing. Although yesterday, after yesterday's stream, I was really struggling. I had a lot of pain in my shoulder, my elbow and my wrist on my left side, which is weird. I'm sat in a different chair because the normal computer chair sinks. So maybe I'm just sat at a funny angle. Maybe. But yeah, I was really in, it was aching kind of all day. Normally I'd have like a bath and soak it for a bit, but didn't have time to sit in there for long. Winter, storms, flood and tornadoes are all you need to worry about in the Midwest. Oh, you know, just floods, tornadoes, storms. The most we get is like, God, in autumn, you get leaves on the railway tracks and everything stops, or you get a bit of snow and everything stops. I do enjoy the very varied weather we have here. And I'm very thankful we don't have things like tornadoes and stuff like that, because I can't even imagine how scary that must be. Is that type of crochet difficult? Not really. I think when you first start out, it's difficult. It's just practice. That's all it is, practice. One of the things that I found the hardest with crochet is the tension, getting your tension right so all your stitches are the same, but again, that is just practice. That's just something you gotta kind of figure out yourself with how you hold your yarn and your hook. Most people don't hold their hook and yarn like this. They'll hold the hook in this hand and hold the yarn in this, and then they'll like do this. And that makes this, I can't do it. I think because I learned how to knit first, I crochet like I'm knitting, where I hold it in this hand and then like wrap it around like you would when you're knitting. But I just find that's what works for me, and you know, the projects come out exactly the same. There's no difference. You just got to find what's comfortable for you, to how you want to hold it. What's comfortable for you, what gives you the results you're after. It's just practice. Where I live, it's mudslides, wildfires and earthquakes. Oh my god, see that's really quite scary. Wildfires scare me. I think everything scares me. I'm a big old wuss. But yeah, that's oh my god. Okay, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I thought that I'd done another one. In California. See, these places are like, they're beautiful places, but scary. To me, anyway. So we're not used to all of that, that's what I mean. We have like the odd, tiny little rumbly earthquake, which normally is nothing. And then we have, you know, snow. We have floods sometimes. It's getting more and more frequent, the flooding though. And that's about it. Where I live, we live on like, what would you call it? We live in kind of like a nice area, I guess, where we don't tend to have, like, we don't have any of the, thankfully we don't, at least we haven't so far, we haven't had to experience any of like the flooding or anything like that, so that's always nice. Where my grandma used to live, she doesn't live there anymore, but where she used to live, it was kind of like quite far set back from a road, and it kind of, her house like dipped down a bit, and it always flooded. All the time. As soon as there was any heavy rain, because it'd just go down to the front door and just stay there because it had nowhere to go. Wildfires are very scary too. I honestly, that's one thing that does scare me, like just random fires that are just, you know, almost to a degree out of control. I know they try and control them and keep them, you know, in an area or whatever, but oh my god, very scary. Snow means bad news for us in the Midwest. Yeah, but it's good for the land. What, the wildfires? I guess it clears a lot of dead, dry brush, although some of it won't be dead, it's just dry, I guess. I don't know. We don't have that, so I'm not, you know, I don't know a lot about wildfires. Yeah, snow's not too, I don't mind the snow as long as I don't have to like drive anywhere in it. I don't mind walking places. I've driven in the snow a couple of times, but it's quite scary. But it's just funny when like everything comes to a halt because of like a couple of inches of snow, and you're like, there are places where, you know, planes could fly off or trains go, and there's snow like all the time. We're just not prepared. And this is the problem with our houses. Someone was talking about this the other day because they were like, oh, people in England complain about the heat all the time. It's not even that hot compared to here. And I'm like, yeah, but our houses are built to keep the heat in because we have a lot more cold days than hot days. So now, like, a lot of the houses are full of insulation in all the walls to help keep heating bills down. And like, nobody has air conditioning. Not very often you find someone with air conditioning in their house, and if you do, it's normally like a little plug-in portable thing. So it might not seem very hot, but we're not prepared for that kind of weather. So I'm not prepared for any weather. Especially the Lake Forest and Ventura areas. Oh. Must be scary though. And I'm guessing, like, I saw someone, I think it was it Lindsay DeFranco, Philip DeFranco's wife? Was it her or was it someone else? I remember someone on Twitter talking about the forest fires and how the wildfires, sorry, and how they'd had to evacuate from their house. And it was like, that's what gets me. You're like, oh my god, that's scary. We get snow from the north, like the Dakota and Canada and the Arctic. Yeah, I'd love to visit Canada. That's one place I want to go. There's not many places really that I'm bothered about visiting. I've only left England. I mean, I've been to Wales, I've been to Scotland, and I guess they're different countries. Well, they are different countries. It's not I guess, but I mean, they're attached. I only went for a day. I've never been on a plane. And I've been to France once. That's the only kind of proper country, a broadish country, I guess, that I've been to is France to go to Disneyland. So there's a couple of places I'd love to go. Not many. I mean, this year it's been really hot. Like we've had, I mean, for us, it's hot. We've had like today, it's, according to this, it's 16 degrees. On Sunday it was 22 degrees, but it felt 26. So this is degrees Celsius. Today it's 16 degrees Celsius and it feels 16, apparently, and it's going to get to 21. But we don't normally get like, it's a bit early for it to happen now. It's not even actually our summer yet for another couple of weeks. We're still in spring. And it's been like this for like a couple of weeks. Every day it's been this hot, and that at the moment it's kind of getting quite cool in the morning. Like right now it's only 16 degrees. That's pretty cool. But later on it'll get hotter. But for us that's quite hot. Like that's hot. Because like I say, our houses are meant to they're built to keep the heat in. So everyone's got, like I say, like thick insulation in their walls and in their roof to keep all the heat in. So as soon as it gets hot, your house just becomes like a cooker. It just gets hotter and hotter. And we don't have like the air conditioning or anything to cool down. It's just, you know, stand outside in your pants. No, don't do that. In your like swimming costumes, you know, get in a pool or something. That's about it. Because my stepdaughter was laughing the other day because she was like, oh, a year ago I went to Mexico and it was hotter than this, so how come it feels so hot here now? And I'm like, because in Mexico they have the heat all, like, you know, a lot. So they have, you know, like your room constantly had the AC on. You know, you went to a restaurant and it had AC on and all this stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's actually not been too bad this year, but when I was younger I remember it would be hot for a couple of days and it would just constantly be so humid. It was awful. Thankfully these past couple of weeks it's been kind of like quite a dry heat, I guess you'd call it. But yeah, I remember it being ridiculously humid a lot of the time, and it used to, that's the worst. Ugh. Isn't the only biggest summer event where you guys are a huge tennis tournament? There is a big tennis tournament, yeah. So people go and have their strawberries and cream at the tennis. I guess that's the one that's shown like on telly all over, because it's an international competition, I believe. Yeah, we have people from all over who compete in that. There's other stuff that goes on. But yeah, that's a big one. But it's like last time when, where was the World Cup going to be? Was it the World Cup? The World Cup was going to be somewhere, and they were like, we're going to have to play at like 10 o'clock at night because otherwise it's going to be too hot. Like, Wimbledon, yes, that's the word. I don't really watch the tennis. So, the tennis. 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I don't really watch tennis. I watched the year Andy Murray won again, because we were like, yes, Andy Murray. But yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the World Cup's on again. Soon, actually. Really soon. I saw a thing about, I think Twitch are doing something or other. Yeah, I think there's going to be bits and cheer emotes that are football related for the World Cup, which should be pretty cool. They're probably going to put some into Twitch Prime as well, so you get Twitch Prime emotes if you've got Twitch Prime. Although a lot of these are Pokemon. Pikachu. And there's some Fortnite ones as well. So. Your country is out of the cup this year. Oh. Yeah, because you have to qualify before you can get there, don't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think that's how they do it with Eurovision. I'm sure that I saw something that like there's like an initial round at Eurovision and not everyone performs like on the live stage that night. Maybe I'm getting confused with something else, but I'm sure that's what I read. Which surprised me because I just thought everyone got to have a go. Hi Gif, how are you? Good morning. Same with the World Cup. Like I know they have all the different, you know, they have like, you know, finals, semi-finals, whatever. 1, 2, So I figured just everyone was allowed to have a go. You didn't need to qualify to get into the World Cup, but apparently you do. Lost the qualifying against Panama, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eurovision has semi-finals before. Yeah, that was it. That was what I remember. But some countries automatically perform. Yeah. But I didn't know. I just thought everybody got to have a go. Because it always seems like there's so many people performing. I'm like, oh, everyone just gets a go. Well, I mean, initially, I guess they do. But yeah. These qualifiers and semi-finals and stuff. It's interesting. Why did the toilet paper roll down the hill? To get to the bottom. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eurovision is the singing contest. Eurovision Song Contest, where like it can't be a professional singer. I don't know how they judge it, but yeah, it's got to be like, I don't know if it can be semi-professional, I guess, or like ex-professional, because I think Blue did it for us one year, and they used to be like famous singers like 10 years ago. Yeah, all the countries put forward like a song, and I think, I don't know, I know we do it where like I think 3 or 4 people go forward for it, and then we vote on who we're going to send. I think. I'm not sure if other countries do that the same way, but I think that's how we do it. I don't watch it very often. I used to watch it more when I was younger, like we'd all sit down and do it, but yeah. 46 at the beginning. Singing competition, yeah. I mean, I guess, like, no, it's not really like, I guess it's just all the countries that want to take part, and I think it's those in Europe, but I'm pretty sure one year I saw Australia there. So I don't know whether we have like, I think some countries have like special, they can come and join us. Yeah, it's like all the European countries and a few extras. We put forward a person, and there's a big like stage thing, and it's a really cool night. The performances for some of them are amazing, and then each of the countries give points to the other countries. So they have like, I think they can give like 10 points, 9 points, 8 points, 7 points, and then they give them to each of the countries. So like England would say, I don't know, give 10 points to France, give 9 points to Germany, give 8 points to, I don't know, Sweden, 7 points to Spain. And then it goes through like that, and then whoever has the most points at the end wins. England always end up with like 3 points. It's kind of like the World Cup of Singing, but for Europe. Yeah. The World Cup of Singing, I like it. Yes. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Super Clovers. Good morning. 7 points to Spain. We wish. I don't think we've ever. I think we get 1, 2, 3, 4. We probably get like a couple of points from Ireland, and that's about it. Two, 3, 4. I didn't even watch it this year, Gif. I didn't even bother. We may have had like 7 points in total. Exactly, that's probably what we had, if any. We always do really bad. It's not very often we do any good, to be honest. Right, 12 and 13, 2 rows of just single crochet. How are you doing, Clopez? You having a good day? You had a good couple of weeks? Have you had a good weekend? What have you been doing? Tell me all the things. Didn't follow it this year, but I believe last year we were just 1 or 2 positions ahead of the last. Yeah. No, I haven't followed it for a few years. I just like watching like all the actual when I remember that it's even on. I remember watching it when I was younger, and I enjoyed all the outfits and the costumes and the performances. That's what I liked. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, my headphones nearly fell off. I have like 4 competitions like that here in America. Ooh. We came like 24th, I think. I'm not surprised. Probably 24th out of 24. 24th out of 23. That'll be us. It's hard because I think a lot of people think it's a bit like the voting's a bit political. You vote for your mates. I'm not sure who decides who we vote for, like how many points we give each country. I don't know how that works. Is there like a panel of judges who decide for the country who we're going to give our points to? Don't know. Maybe that's what I could do. Become a Eurovision judge for England. I'd give 10 points to like the most obscure like country. It's 2 rounds of voting. Hello Panda Fighter, how are you? 23rd! Probably the best result of the last 2 years. 2 rounds of voting, the rest is public. I did wonder whether the public got a choice in it or not. I couldn't remember. I haven't watched it for a long time. American Idol. The Voice, America's Got Talent. Yeah, we have The Voice, we have Britain's Got Talent, we've got what's the other one? X Factor, whatever. They're not quite the same. Because they're like, you don't just get a Eurovision thing. But I know what you mean, yeah. Singing competitions, there's loads of them nowadays. Loads and loads. I'm doing good, thank you. I'm doing really good. Hot, but good. Cyprus and Greece always vote for each other, yeah. Exactly, that's what I mean. Normally we give quite a few points to like Ireland and stuff like that, and I'm like, I wonder pay. The 4 is new, yeah, I've not heard of that one. Sleepy but had too much tea and can't sleep. No! Boo! I haven't had any tea today. I've had water and a breakfast bar. And I'm feeling sleepy. But I can't nap. I've got a house to clean. But instead I'm sat here crocheting. Well, hopefully you get to sleep soon. Too much matcha tea before bed. I've never had matcha tea. Hot, humid weather doesn't help. Nope, that's very true. So I was saying the kids haven't been able to go to sleep till like 10:30, 10 o'clock, 11 sometimes. They're waking up so grumpy because they're just so tired and hot. There's not much I can do. Yeah, we have some sunshine. I've had, what have I got in there? Let me have a look. So yeah, I don't have green tea, but I do. But it's strawberry cupcake flavoured green tea. Strawberry cupcake flavoured green tea. So not quite normal green tea. Looks like it's gonna rain. Yeah, I think it's going to rain here. It needs to. We need a little bit of rain, I think. The first sunny day in like 5 or 6 days. Oh my god. We've had like 2 weeks of just heat. It's been lovely. I've been trying not to complain too much because it doesn't happen very often. But it's hard when it's so hot. Wish it was warmer so I could get used to the heat before a holiday, but I'm going to burn within 5 minutes. Ooh, where are you going on holiday? I got burnt on the weekend. I put sun cream on my daughter and then I had some left over, so I put it, but I only put it on one of my arms. So like this arm is fine and this arm you can't really see it in the camera, but it's gone a bit brown, which is weird. Normally I don't go brown. I just burn, blister, and then it peels off. So I'm quite excited to have a little brown arm, although I've only got one. It's like slightly more tanned than usual. Not very. Right, decrease, single crochet 5. Team Summer's final coming here will reach about, it's going to be 96 today, that must be Fahrenheit. Interesting kind of tea. Yeah, it smells pretty good. But when I had it, I don't think I left it to brew long enough. Because it didn't really taste of anything. There's like a sexy monkey on the back. doing a little pose there. We also do green tea with jasmine and green tea with raspberry. So I wanted to try lots of different tea. I got some strawberry and raspberry as well. And that's the only one that I've gotten so far that I've actually been able to taste the strawberry and raspberry. It didn't just taste like hot water, which is nice. Used to it. Reach about 30 degrees. Oh my god. That's like the hottest day of the year kind of temperature when it gets into the 30s. Decrease 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, Spain. Very nice. Very, very nice. Well, I hope you have a lovely time. But I'd be the same. I'd be burnt to a crisp in about as soon as I stepped out the airport. If you ever have plain green tea, match tastes like that but stronger. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never had sushi either. Never been that like interested. I may try some vegetable sushi at some point, but yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, PG tips. I've got some others. I've got a vanilla, like, what is it now? It's like vanilla chai tea. Velvety vanilla flavoured chai tea, I think. And then I've got another one that's popcorn flavour, which is disgusting. Oh. It doesn't taste bad. It smells so horrible. Reach about 40, 42. Oh my god. Those are the hottest days though. 35 to 38 is the usual. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like we were saying earlier, you know, like the houses here are meant to keep heat in. They're full of insulation and things like that to help keep heating bills down, because normally it's cold. And we don't have things like aircon and stuff, so we are not prepared for warm weather. But then, like I explained, we're not really prepared for any kind of weather, let's face it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do, 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4. I buggered up somewhere. I feel like I did an increase somewhere instead of a decrease. Yep, I did. I thought I had. Not much on yesterday's conferences. I mean, yes, there were more things on Kingdom Hearts 3, but what was missing was a Final Fantasy 7 remake. Yeah, I hadn't heard anyone mention that they'd said anything about Final Fantasy. Right, there we go. There's the decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can tell it's hot because my yarn's squeaking on the crochet hook. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about to get in triple digit weather soon. 40.5 degrees C. Oh god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think winter's definitely my favourite time of year. Because in the summer there's only so much you can do to cool down. In the winter I can always put more layers on to warm up. And snuggle on the sofa and have hot chocolates and watch movies and stuff. In the summer it gets to a point where I just can't cool down any further and I'm like, ah. Horrible. Why is his head bigger than his head? Who knows? Right, that's 14. Unless it would be a Switch only title, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. We only have a Wii. I never really played Nintendo stuff growing up. We had Segas and then we had PlayStation, so it took me forever to figure out the conversion from Fahrenheit to Celsius. I don't know it. We do everything in Celsius, so I kind of just go with that, and then if I need to, I Google it. What is 38 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? Unless it would be a Switch. Yeah. Single crochet 2. Decrease, single crochet 4. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. That's alright, don't worry.
It's so funny!
Honestly, don't worry about the misspellings, it's all good. I can't speak most of the time, so. Summer I tend to lay on the floor a lot since heat travels up closer to the floor the cooler it is. That's what I do during the summer heat. I saw a thing that was, in some places they were covering the black kind of like asphalt tarmac with white to try and help cool it down as well, which I thought was pretty cool. It reflected the heat instead of kind of soaking it up. I don't know how that would do with driving if all the light was reflecting off the floor, but I guess they've tested it out and it's not too bad. So yeah, that was interesting. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. They're brilliant patterns by 53 Stitches. I like doing these ones just because then they're all very similar style and size. So that's why I like doing the ones from 53 Stitches. There's a couple of ones that I've done that aren't by 53 Stitches, but all of these ones are, and they're pretty awesome. And I think they're pretty cute too, but I guess I'm biased. One, 2, 3. I'm just doing 3. Did I do 3 then? Decrease. 1, 2, 3. Decrease. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Decrease. One, 2. My thing is really squeaking. 2, 3. And decrease. If I may ask, of course you can. Questions are always welcomed. What's that on my finger? Okay, hang on. 2, 3. So the thing on my finger is a row counter. I used to just have a pen and I would tally the rows. I've seen ones that you can put on knitting needles that you kind of like twist. This one is just like a digital row counter. So you just have a reset button. And then every time you do a row, you just press it. And it means you don't have to put your work down to count your rows. Like I don't have to put it down, pick up a pencil and do a little mark on some paper. It's just there. And then it just keeps it. So if I left it on 5 and then left it for a week, when I press this, it would pop back on and it would have 5 still on it. So it's quite good for keeping them all together. But yeah, they're like £1 from Amazon, and then they just have like a adjustable thing underneath. So I have a couple of them. I have a purple one too, but I need some more. One, 2, 3. It's funny because everyone always asks. I thought more people, like, I guess if you don't like knit and crochet you probably don't know, but yeah, seems like a lot of people always ask about it. I need like a command. What's on your finger? I like it. It's funny. 1, 2, 3. Right, Right, that is the head done. Flareon's head is completed. We're going to attach the head. Yeah, they're really, really handy. And like I said, it was like £1, I believe, 99p from Amazon. All different colours. They're very handy. If I had to choose the evolution of Eevee, it would be Sylveon and Vaporeon. I've made the Sylveon. My, let me see if I can find a picture. My stepdaughter has it. Image. But I do have, I did make Sylveon. I've got a picture of Sylveon fighting with a mustached Squirtle. Quite what I need. Sylveon half put together. There she is. And she's enormous. Hang on. Yeah, there's the Sylveon that I made. She's really cool. I need to make another one. Because, like I say, my stepdaughter has her. Yeah, she's pretty cute. Based on an Espeon are your favourites. Awesome. So cute. I can look for you. So £1 in dollars. I'm assuming your dollars. £1 in dollars is £1 is $1.34 apparently at the moment. Pound sterling. It's gone quite down. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. They're pretty cute. I do like these patterns, and like I say, she has loads of them. So we're going to be making Vaporeon, Jolteon, Leafeon, Glaceon, Umbreon, another Sylveon. And those are just the ones that she's done. I've also made a Horsey, a Cubone, a Teddiursa that needs finishing because it's got no eyes. But he's enormous. So what I think I'm going to do for the other Pokemon is kind of do them in this size, like use the base of this head and body, and then add my own things to them to make the other Pokemon that she doesn't have patterns for yet. So that's what I'm planning on. I watched someone who's done like the whole, they're trying to do like, I think they're doing the whole first gen Pokemon, I think, as like little Pokebeans, so like this big. And she just does the basic little like, this little like oval kind of bean shape. And then she adds things on to make it look like different Pokemon. They're really, really cool. Really cool. Mine's just a bit bigger, which is good, but they take up a lot of space. Trying to learn yen because I'm going to Japan soon. Oh, that should be cool. From what I've seen, it's like, isn't it like 100 yen is $1 or £1? Yen to pounds. 68. 1 Japanese yen. Oh, right. Okay, hang on. That's the wrong way around. I need to do it pounds to yen, not yen to pounds, because it's like 0.0000063. Yeah, so £1 is 147 yen. Why don't you just show me? I don't know. But yeah. Something like that. Heard there will be a new one when Pokemon main title for the Switch comes out next year. Possibly. Probably. I don't know. I don't play Pokemon, believe it or not. I've never played Pokemon. I just liked it. I never really watched the program either. I just like them. I know. It's crazy. Do you stuff them or leave them hollow? Stuff them! They're all full of stuffing. They're full of fluffy stuff. So that they're all kind of like plushy-esque, I guess you'd call them plushies. There's the eyes we used last time, so we use the same eyes. Come here. Money conversion is so confusing, yeah. It's not the easiest. Thank goodness for Google. Being able to just look it up. Right, so finish on the eyes, put them between with 10 and 11. Usually where we put them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're a big Pokemon fan, that's awesome. Awesome! I had quite a few friends that were really into Pokemon when I was younger, but I just spent all my time playing RuneScape. And we didn't have the channels that Pokemon was on, I don't believe, so we never got to watch it on the telly or anything like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seen all the cartoons and movies up to new stuff, that's cool. I've watched, did I watch one of the movies? They're on is it Netflix or Amazon Prime? One of those. Because they popped up on my Fire Stick, so me and my kiddo watched them the other day. We watched one of the movies, but... They're on. There we go. There's his little face. Looks like a little chubby Charmander, really. There we go. Move on to his body. I'm probably going to do the body and then finish up for the day because I've got jobs to do. So I need to reset that. Do a magic ring. Netflix, I think. Yeah, I think it was Netflix. Yeah, it probably was. We were watching some Pokemon on there anyway. I have a terrible memory, so apologise. See, I can't even speak. Apologies. I heard that there was a thing about a new Spider-Man game, but I haven't seen the I haven't seen any like trailer or any footage for it or anything yet. I missed that bit, so I don't know. I mean, I guess it's exciting. Any new game's exciting, but yeah, whether I'm actually gonna play it, I don't know. We've got quite a few Telltale games I still need to play. I bought the Telltale Humble Bundle ages ago. And yeah, I still haven't played a lot of them. To do that, I've got Walking Dead, Batman, Game of Thrones. I think it's Batman. Game of Thrones. A couple of others, so. Lilac, thank you for the host. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kingdom Hearts, though, yeah. I was just saying earlier, that's not a game I've ever played, but it's quite cool. May have to give it a try. Lilac! Hello, lovely! How are you? How you doing? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I saw that there's a new Gears of War game. 2. Oh my god, I remember having a friend at school who again, another game I've not played. But I remember having a friend at school that had a Gears of War's bag, like a backpack for school, and I was like, wow, that's cool. That's all I remember. That's all I think of when I think of Gears of War. My friend's backpack. The new, I think that's the new Kingdom Hearts. Looks like it's going to do well with the Gears game. Today's conference, I'm looking forward to what they did with WarioWare Gold. I'm good. Having 0 luck in Fortnite tonight though. Oh, boo. I nearly downloaded Fortnite yesterday. Not yesterday, night before, I think it was. Was it last night? No, night before. Because I sat on the PC, I was like, right, I'm going to stay up and actually play a game. And the ones I wanted to play were taking too long to patch. I was like, oh my god, I'm not staying here forever. And then the other game I wanted to play, I couldn't do what I wanted to do because there's too many friggin' bots doing it. They're in the way. So I was like, maybe I should download Fortnite. But I didn't. But I'm glad you're doing good. Kick that Fortnite butt. I don't know. I just saw somebody had made the... It looks like a piñata thing out of Lego. That looked pretty cool. And a 3D printed one, I think, as well. That looked pretty cool. I like purple piñata thing. Have a good sleep, Panda Fighter. I'm glad you're finally getting some sleep. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Hope you have a lovely day. Try this again. 1, 2, 1. Yeah, I think I did 1, 1, and then 1. Squeaky on is squeaky. Beep. Looking forward to seeing what SMB on the Switch would be like also. Can't type right anymore, which is why I'm starting to go to bed. Go to bed, go and get some good sleeps. Have a lovely sleep. Single crochet increase. Single crochet 2. Super Smash Brothers. Yeah, that's what I guessed you meant. Good leave. Have a great rest of the stream. Bye, Super Clippers. Have a lovely day. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Yeah, my shoulder. I think it's the height of my chair. I probably need to change it. My shoulder's hurting again already. So I definitely think once we've done this body, that'll be my cute leave. Two, 1, 2, 1, 2. Boop. Increase. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Bye, Joe Pluto. Have a lovely day. Go and get some sleep. Told you all you need to sleep. Go get some good sleep. A good rest. Have a lovely day. Bye. Thanks for hanging out. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 6 to 8, just single crochet all the way around. I'm almost falling asleep doing this myself. That's what I was talking about earlier. It's just once you get on these rows where I've done them that many times before and it's just the same stitch over and over. Makes you so sleepy. Almost hypnotizing. My arm wasn't hurting. It would be hypnotizing. Go, number 6. So we've got 7 and 8. I'm too sleepy.
I don't know what we're yelling about! Loud noises!
I need some tea. I did a lot of jobs this morning before we'd even left the house. I was productive, but I was tired. So now I'm just like, oh, wiped out already. Wiped out. I hope you're kicking butt in Fortnite, not kicking buckets. This body looks enormous. Sure, these things get bigger the more I make them. Do 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 do. I may mess around with that. I never normally mess with the volume mixer, but I may. Right, here we go. 7. Numero 8. Crochet all the way around, try not to fall asleep. Boop, 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 boop. So hopefully I've got the brown for the sink. I know I've got some dark brown which might work. I have quite a lot of this kind of colour, and then I have a little bit darker brown that we use to make the onion. And then I know I've got some really dark brown, but the dark brown that I have, I believe I got from a shop close to here, and they don't sell that colour anymore. Because I used to get like these vibrant pinks and blues and stuff from there, and they just don't sell it. They sell the sparkly stuff, and they sell like different chunky Aran yarns and things, but they don't sell the just base double knit stuff really, unless you want white. They used to do grey and all kinds, but they don't anymore. So I don't want to use it just in case. I mean, it's a full ball, I'm going to have enough, but I'd rather not use it just in case I don't have enough. Get something else. 1, 2, 3. Which just means a trip to the yarn shop, which, you know, I mean, oh, it's hard. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Two, 3. I just realised the last 2 rows of this need me to do it in the cream colour, because that's where the floof's going to go. 1, 2, 3. Now I think with this one, I know with the first Eevee that we made, I put the floof on, brushed it out, and then sewed her head on. I don't think I'm going to do it that way. It's a bit harder to brush it when the head's on because you can't quite get the brush in, but I think that's going to be the best way to do it. Two, 3. One, 2, 3. Boop. I don't really need that now. So we're going to do a row of just the orangey colour, and then I'm going to have to go and grab the cream, which I think should be just behind me. Hopefully, it better be. If it's not, then I think I'll just finish up for today, and we will finish that next time. I don't want to have to go hunting for it. 1, 2, 3. Right, let's see if I've got that creamy colour. My shoulder, oh my god, it's hurting so much. It's just aching, it's not really like pain, it's weird. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, you're opening it. Well, no, that's now. That's all I've got left. I found some cream.